Hello guys, good morning. How are you today? I hope that all of you is fine. Today is the second part of the ratio review, so let's go to our agenda. Our agenda today is gonna be a recall, a brain teasing question, and a revision for the ratio, and then homework. So let's start with the recall section. Here is the question I need you to solve in 2 minutes, please. So please pause this video for 2 minutes and then continue playing this video again. Here's the answer for the recall question. The ratio of tomatoes to red apples is 2 to 5. If there are 20 tomatoes, how many red apples are there? So first of all, I have to write down the ratio of tomatoes to red apples. It's 2 to 5. And then write down 20 under the column of the tomatoes. So I have to search here to solve this question. I have to search for the complete column. The complete column here is the tomatoes column. It has the ratio and it has the number of tomatoes. So I have to get the value of part. So the value of part is 20 divided 2, which equals to 10. And then to know the number of red apples, I have to multiply the value of part times the ratio of the red apples, so which means it's 10 times 5, which equals to 50 red apples. So this is the recall question. The brain teasing question, I need you to solve this question in 10 minutes. So you're going to pause this video for 10 minutes on the stopwatch, please. I need you to be accurate on time. So pause this video for 10 minutes and then continue for the solution for this question. And note, you can use your calculator. So the answer for this question, let's read it first carefully. On a bicycle, the large chain ring on the pedals has 45 teeth and a small sprocket on the wheels has 18 teeth. The gear ratio is the ratio of the number of teeth on the chain ring to the number of teeth on the sprocket. So the gear ratio again is the ratio for the number of teeth of on the chain ring, which is here it's 45, to the number of teeth on the sprocket, which is 18 here. Uh, in question number A, he said here, work out the gear ratio in this case. Write the answer as simply as possible. We know, of course, that when we write down a ratio, we have to simplify it to be as simple as possible. So here, I have to write down the ratio form, which is the chain ring to to the number of teeth on sprocket on the wheel, so which is 45 to 18. And then he asked me to simplify it, so I'm trying to search for the number that can be divided or can be divided 45 divided by and 18 divided by the same number. So what's the biggest number you can think about? You can divide by 3 here, you can divide by 9, which is the largest number that you can divide with. So I simplify using divided by 9, so the simplest form is 5 to 2. This is the simplest form. And question number B, here is the problem solving question. If the pedals go round once, how many times will the wheel rotate? When you think about it, the pedal teeth here, it's 40, the chain ring on the pedals has 45 teeth, and the small sprocket on the wheel has 18 teeth. So if I divided them together, 45 divided by 18 is gonna be 2.5, which is the number of times that the wheel rotate in only if you move the pedals once. If you go round once only with the pedal, so it's gonna be 2.5 times. Okay, so the story continues like Simon's bike has 42 teeth on the front chain ring. On the rear, he has a set of sprockets. They range from 14 teeth to 28 teeth. So question number C here, he's asking you to work out the gear ratio if Simon uses. Number I, the smallest sprocket. So to write down the ratio for the gear, the gear ratio, to get the gear ratio, you have to write down the large chain ring on the pedals to the number of small sprocket teeth. Like here, it's 42 to 14. 42 teeth and the front chain ring to 14 and the smallest sprocket. And again, you have to simplify. So search for the number that you can simplify with. You can divide both of these numbers with. If you think about it, you can divide it by 2, and then you can divide it by 7, or you can divide once by 14. So I simplified using divided by 14, so the answer here is going to be 3 to 1. This is the ratio. And the number double I, he needs to get the ratio, to get the gear ratio in the large, with the largest sprocket. So it's 42 to 28. Again, you have to think about the number that you can simplify with, which is here, it's 14 2. So simplify divided by 14, the answer is going to be 3 to 2. This is the brain teasing question. In question number 6, page 327, it was homework question, yes? And I need to solve it with you, please. Here, the ratio of the ages of Sam and his father is 1 to 4. And the ratio of the ages of Sam and his mother is 1 to 3. Sam's father is 48 years old. He is asking about Sam's mother age. I need to know how old is Sam's mother. So all the data that I have here, the ratio of Sam and his father and age of Sam's father. So let's work in this part together. Sam to his father is 1 to 4. And Sam's father is 48 years old. So I'm putting Sam's father's age under his column. So again, I'm searching for the complete column, which is the father's column, and get the value of part to know Sam's age. So the value of part is 48 over 4, which is 12. And after that, get Sam's age. So 12, this is the value of part, times Sam's ratio, which is 1. So 12 times 1 equals 12 years old. This is Sam's age. But the question here didn't ask about Sam's age. This question asked about Sam's mother's age. So I know that I get Sam's age, but it's an essential step to get Sam's mother's age. So right now I have another or a new data. Sam's age is 12 years old. So the second part of the question here, the second line, you read here that the ratio of the ages of Sam and his mother is 1 to 3. So why not we write down this as a ratio format, like Sam to his mother and 1 to 3. And write down Sam's age under Sam's column. So it's 12 years old. So again, I'm searching for the complete column, which is Sam's column. So get the value of part, 12 divided 1 equals 12. This is the value of part, multiply by his mother's ratio, which is 3. So his mother's age equal 3 times 12 equal 36 years old. So guys, in these questions, you have to find something to build on to get the answer for the question. Problem-solving questions just need you to think logically. I need you to think logically in questions like that to know how you will work in. So, for example, in this question, I have to get Sam's age first to get his mother's age. It's just like walking steps. You have to write down the steps, of course. This is for question number 6. So question number 7, he said here, one Saturday there were football matches at Manchester City, QPR and Reading. The attendance at Manchester City was 45,000 and at QPR was 18,000. The question number A here, he asked you to write the ratio of Manchester City attendance to the QPR attendance as simply as possible. This is a very easy question. I know that all of you can do it, of course. Here I have to make the table, like the ratio table, Manchester City to QPR. This is the question that he asked me about. Write down 45,000 under Manchester City column and write down 18,000 under QPR column, and then simplify. So first of all, I will divide by 1000 to get rid of these three zeros. So divide by 1000, so the answer is going to be 45 to 18. And then I see here that they have common factors together, which is like 3, which is 9. So I have to think about the largest number that I can divide with. So here I can divide by 9. So let's divide by 9, both terms. So 45 divided by 9 equals to 5, and 18 divided 9 equals 2. So the ratio in the simplest form is 5 to 2. In question number B, he said the ratio of the QPR attendance to the reading attendance was 3 to 4. So how many were in the crowd at reading? So write down the ratio form for QPR to reading. QPR was 3 and reading was 4. So uh, he needs to know the crowd at reading. So how many was at QPR? It was 18,000. There was 18,000 there. So right now I need to know the reading crowd. So again, get the value of part, which is the complete column, is QPR. So I have to divide 18,000 by 3. So get the value of part, 18,000 by 3 equals 6,000. And after that, multiply this value of part, which is 6,000, times the readings ratio, which is 4. So the readings crowd was equal to 6,000 times 4 equals 24,000. In question number 9, here, these are the average distances of the planets in the solar system from the sun in millions of kilometers. So he has here a table for planet and distance, like with the millions of kilometers. So for example, Earth here is 150 million kilometer from the sun. So let's read the questions here. Work out the missing number in the sentences. In this sentence, the ratio of the distance of the Earth and Neptune from the Sun is 1 to something. I have to get this thing. So write down the calculator. This is very tricky. Write down the calculator, Earth and Neptune as a fraction. Earth was 150 and Neptune was for 1500. So if you wrote it down on the calculator, you will find it equals to 1 over 30. So the ratio is 1 to 30. Do you remember when I told you that the ratio, I can write it down in 3 forms? Like the ratio form, which is 1 to 30, and the fraction form, which is 1 to 30 here, 1 over 30, as you see it here. 1 to 30 is the ratio form, is like that, and 1 over 30 is the fraction form, is like that, and the word form, which is 1 as O-N-E, 2 it's 2-O, 30, which is the spelling of 30. So here in this empty square, it's 30. Question number B here, choose the closest number to complete this sentence. The ratio of the distance of the Earth and Jupiter from the Sun is approximately 1 to something. So if you wrote it down in the calculator, like Earth and Jupiter, it's 150 over 779, you will find the answer as follows: 0.19255455571, which approximately equals to 0.2. And if you wrote down 0.2 in the calculator, you will find it's 1 over 5. So the answer here in the empty box is 125. Yeah, you have to write it down here, 5. This is question number B. I'm sorry, here. Question number C, identify 2 planets for which the ratio of their distances from the Sun is approximately 1 to 2. If you remember when I explained that in the class, 1 to 2, it's you're searching for a number and it's double. Or here, approximately double. So try to use your logic here. It's all about logic. I'm trying to think about a number and to see here numbers and it's double. So what are they? Yes, it's Saturn and Uranus. So if you looked at Saturn here, it's 1430, and Uranus, it's 2880. So if you thought about it again, the double of 1430 is 2860. So it's almost 2880. So it's the answer is Saturn and Uranus. And question number D, it's the same idea, but it's a little bit harder because you're searching for a number uh, like in the ratio of 2 over 3, which is number and it's 2/3. So here, if you are stuck in thinking like that, you can write it down in the calculator. By the way, you can solve this question by using the trial and improvement method. So if you use trial improvement method, for example, you are dividing 58 on the calculator, 58, or divide 2 over 3 first. Divide 2 over 3, which is 0.666666, like infinite division. So when you're dividing Mercury by Venus, you're just 58 over 108. If it's like a little bit near to 0.66666, so this is the answer. But you will not find it like that. Like, you'll not find it Mercury to Venus. You will find it Earth and Mars. Well, if you divided 150 by 228, it's gonna be almost 0.66667. So this is the answer, Earth to Mars. So this is the end of the session today. I need you to solve the homework. I'm gonna upload the sheet on Moodle. So thank you very much for listening and have a nice day.